Alright, we're back. Grab my headset. And do one more, and that'll do it for today. So, just this up, and... Alright, let's see if this is the one where we finally just 0-3 the format. Order. I think I probably need a be right back screen that I can go to when I'm doing stuff like that. Ask Irish Eyes if she can do that. It might be... She does emotes, but... Might be too big of a project. Then again, she's got her own, so... I'm sure she knows how to... Like, as far as sizing and... what to put it under, so that way I can pull it up when I need it. Overlay the screen. Alright, come on, last person. Paid your gems. You definitely wanted to draft. Let's go. Nope. Fine, we'll wait. Hey. There we go. Well, we have a 3-mana 6/6 with no drawbacks. And we have a 2-mana 2/1 that, if it ever gets going, basically wins the game. So both of these are really strong. I think I'm actually going to grab the Landlord Navigator. Because we're going to pack one, pick one him, and we're going to try and get all of the stuff that goes with him. There's also an Abrade and a Waterwind Scout that I would not mind having, because this guy is definitely as strongest in blue-red, but... I really like Pugnacious Hammerskull, but... We're doing a Who's-He Thing draft, so we should take the Who's-He Thing card. Alchemy. Well... There's a Shanty... There's a Plundering Pirate. I think I'm gonna grab the Shanty first. Like, these things have been excellent so far, so... I'm down to just take one over the Plundering Pirate, but... Plundering Pirate would also be good. Cavalry's not great. Cogwork, though, is kind of what I'm looking for. Just take the Cogwork here. Waylaying Pirates is good. Sunshot Militia is fine. Yep, okay. Pirate. It's Dowsing Device now. That's also the type of thing we're looking for here. There are a lot of interesting caves going around. I think that's the second Echoing Depths or something, whatever it's called. The one that becomes a copy of a dead land, if you want it to. Hulk. There's a Pirate's Landing. I think I will take here over the Hulk and the Song. There's a lot of green cards, but all of them are only okay. I really like what we have so far. I'm gonna be sad, though, somebody upstream of us has, like, Captain Storm or something, and we're just not gonna get the good blue-red that we need. I didn't just take the Hammerskull. Although I need to see some really strong dinosaurs to regret not taking the Hammerskull, rather. we have a lattice. Playable green cards. Alright, I'll take a lattice. Alright, so cards we are looking for. The 3-mana 2-1 that makes a map is really good with Landlore. Since we're in blue-red, I'd obviously love Captain Storm, but I don't think that's realistic. Also, there's a high chance if we're not on the play that the Landlore isn't going to get to attack anyway with Captain Storm coming down turn 2. Like, it would only be a 3-2 at that point, so a lot of things are still going to kill it. And it does have to live in order for me to get the Magpie, so... Also, as a fun side note, Thieving Magpie, not optional. So if you make a ton of Magpies, you do need to be able to live through drawing all of those cards. Upside, though, is that your opponent does die to the combat damage they're triggers, so if I have, like, an army of Magpies and less than an army of cards left in my deck, as long as my opponent takes lethal damage, we'll be good. So, there's that. Also, the Landlord attacking gives me an artifact, but that doesn't mean I need. To attack with him, I can just get artifacts from other sources. Unsurprisingly, none of the really good cards came back. I don't want to run this 4-mana 3/4, I don't think, but... I really don't care for Zoyowa's Justice, especially not in Best of 1. I think she's a lot weaker there, like the actual Zoyowa. I will take the Buried Treasure, because casting Buried Treasure and then cracking it and hitting an artifact will trigger the Navigator, and that's 6 mana total to do that. Old Dino now. It's dead weight over basically nothing. I guess I could take the rare for set completion purposes. Take the draw 3 over the medium artifact. Alright, we have an okay start, nothing too amazing. I mean, there is a second Landlord Navigator, but Thousand Moon Smithy is insanely strong. And I think I just need to find some fixing. Kinda sad I took the Shanty now over the 3/2 pirate that makes a treasure, because this has a ton of potential. Alright, look to see who we're drafting with. There's nobody I recognize. Unsurprising on a Saturday night. Most of the people that I watch draft do so professionally on the weekends. Well, there's Osier Axonal. The Market Gnome. Yeah, no, this is Osier. So non-combat damage sources, so... There's an artifact that, if I have a Plains, gets me another Plains, or I have this 1-mana 1/1 flyer. They're both actually really good with what I have, but I know I'm using the 1/1 flyer, whereas the Clayfire Bricks, like, I definitely was supposed to take the Thousand Moon Smithy, I'm almost positive there, but... I need to get a Plains for the Bricks to get another Plains to cast the Smithy. We're just going to take Sunshot Militia. We have Axonal, so we are here for Axonal and his shenanigans now. Second Militia. Think over Cogwork Wrestler. Yeah. Alright, so we'll move the moons down here, but I am on the lookout for fixing, and there's no way the brick should wheel, but somebody's being silly and doesn't take them for whatever reason. Sunfire Torch. There's a Lodestone Needle, which I like a lot. Especially for exploring onto Osier or Ixalan to get his power up. It's also an artifact that can push through the Landlore Navigator. Yeah, it's entirely possible I was supposed to take the second Landlore, but I'm having a really hard time, even my own head, going, no, I should pass Thousand Moon Smithy there and not look for ways to be like white-red splashing blue or something. And I like the things we've got, so feeling reasonable about our chances so far. Other dowsing device. Volatile. Yeah, I think I'm going to take the device. So what have we got on the wheel? Waterlogged, Child of the Volcano. Eh. Yeah, from the beginning of this pack to about the halfway point, I stood by my Thousand Moons, but this seems like it's going to be so hard to get in there now, especially with the double red on Ixalan. So, oh, this is a large artifact with trample that can gain haste off of either of the dowsing devices. So, take a blunder. I'm a little light on creatures now, though. The creature count is only 12. So I have 9 non-creature cards right now. Yeah, I'm going to need to focus on creatures. You know, I say that, and I'm going to open, like, in a braid, and I'm going to be like, oh, cool, it's a braid. And, yeah. It is a creature, and I do have the Lodestone Needle, so... For Zoyowa. Take her Justice. Now there's no Justice for Zoyowa as she goes last pick. Ow! You want to double down on my original mistake and take the Unstable Glyph Bridge, too? Over Sunshot? No, we gotta take the Sunshot Militia here. I need the bodies. They go great with Ixalan, and yeah. Yeah, fool me once. Shame on you. Can't afford to get fooled again. I'm not running Justice. I'm not running Unlucky Drop. I guess I take the Hidden Volcano over the Ballad. Just to take the rare at this point. Okay, Scallywag's real good here. Hymn of the Ages is a mythic. Draw cards equal to the spell's intensity. I did not realize this was a mythic. Yeah, I just need the Scallywag try and wheel the Sentry, though. Glad to take a Plundering Pirate. Got another Sentry we could potentially wheel. No wonder I've never seen the blue. I assumed it was a rare. With how I haven't seen it yet. I was not expecting a mythic of all things. You need so many other, and like this one's an uncommon, but a bunch of them are rares. Like it's really hard to get a whole bunch of things, so that way you would draw a ton of cards. I'm gonna take the Cartographer's Companion to help out our Landlore. Yeah, this deck would be so much better if I had taken the second Landlore pack too. That was my bad. So if I lose, it's gonna be partially due to that. A 2-mana 1/2. It's either a 2/3 or gives me a land. Yeah, I guess I do. The Herald's Revelry isn't what I'm looking for. I don't have the Merfolks to get with the Revelry, so. Have one? Like, the one land? I don't think I explore anything else. Alright, I'm taking the Idol, I think, here. Over the other two. Like, I might wind up cutting the Idol. I don't think I'm running Discovery. I suppose if I'm not running any of these, I should take the Uncommon then. I have like 2 Merfolk in the deck, so. Now do I want her Justice? I do have a blowgun already. Sure. There you go. Justice for Zoyoa. Oh, there's nothing for me. I guess I stick to my, taking cards for set completion. We don't have to ruin the Black Drafters' day, since we're probably not playing against them. Hazard now. Yeah, be so much better. Well, now I'm going to ruin their day, because now it's the best card in the pack. Get one for free. I'm going to spot you the first dead weight. The other one's on you to have grabbed. Or not. Okay, my last pick is an uncommon. That used to be a rare. Alright. Well, we have Ixalan, so it's just a matter of making sure we actually kill our opponents. Hopefully he'll be good for a few wins. Don't think I need that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This thing's super weak, so we can get rid of that, and then that frees us up to just get rid of creature. Oh, we have the Lattice too, so maybe one more card from down here, but I don't even know that we need to do that. We only have the one dinosaur, but it has cycling, so Lattice has something to grab onto. I guess since we have the Lattice, we don't need the Reminiscence also. 3 cuts from up here. Medium. Also kind of medium. Yeah, we already cut the other thing. Alright, so 8/8 and a volcano. Yeah, that's probably fine. Alright, let's see if we can get 4 wins with this one. Little less confident. If I had the other Landlore, I'd be like probably about 5-10% more confident in the deck, but that was my fault. I saw a broken rare that works with the cards that I had if I wanted to pivot, and I took it, and I don't know that it's more broken than just having the second Landlore would be, so that's the real problem. So if I just had stuck with my guns, I'd have a better deck overall. So. Oh, that's a turn 1/1/1 flyer into a that makes a map into a turn 2 thing and ping. So, yeah, I'm feeling pretty confident, despite opponent going first into turn 3. This maybe if I hit an untapped land. Yeah, Hidden Volcano hurting just a little bit, but they have Miner's Guidewing. Ah, Market Gnome. Joke's on you, Market Gnome. I'm going above and around you. Alright. Kill my flyer? Yeah, seems good. Okay, let's just deal them 2 points of damage here. We have the Needle next turn to potentially force through damage. Also, if they tap that, we get to bounce it with the Blunder and actually get the map token off of it, so. Alright. I do have the treasure. I feel like this might just be waylaying pirates on the 4/4. And Rumble. Yeah, I kind of like doing that. Then we can blunder it and get the map. Down that 3/2. Our Needle. So, real quick, what's the opponent's life total? Because I'm pretty sure 1, 2, we're 1 short this turn. So, because we can Needle the 3/2 and attack them for 4 damage here, and then play. Yeah, I think we do that. Like, they get to block and gain 3 or gain 1 life here and draw a card, but I'm pretty sure Ixalan just kills them next turn now. Because that'll be 6 permanents, so that'll be 12 damage. Yeah. You like to attack me for 4 opponents so you can deal damage to me before you die? Alright, we did the thing at least once. So, the deck fails spectacularly. After this, we got to do the cool thing. Yeah, okay. Turn 2, dowsing device. Turn 3, pirate. Make the treasure give the pirate haste on the play. Assuming I don't get any better options. Which I don't think that I will, because I need to draw, like, another color of land end spells that are better, so... So, island would be nice here. There we go, perfect. Hey. This turn we get to waylay their blocker. Yeah. Magmatic Galleon's real good. Hey. Alright, they might be dead next turn. Depending on what they do and what I draw here. Alright, Nautilus is fine, but not amazing. Alright, so... cast this. Of him. That away. Alright, so let her resolve. Alright, so she's gonna counter that. Play the mountain. Yeah, his attack doesn't really do much here. They're just going to crew the galleon, though, and trade with the 6-5, and I can't really do anything to stop that, because bouncing the galleon is just terrible for me. So... So, put that first. Yeah. Hey. That's 5 mana. So I want to kill, because the thing is still an artifact creature on the backside, so I want to kill the 3/2 end of turn. And then flip this into a 6/4. This is 5. Yeah, I don't think that's the one they wanted here. Well, I was already going to kill this one anyway, so I might as well do that here. My turn. That a 7 power creature. Play my land. So if I bounce the gnome, they're not dead, so they don't have to chump, so... Just block with the gnome here. Yeah, I'm not forcing them to block with the Nautilus by doing that, so... Yeah. If I bounce that, I get the artifact back. And then I get to... Like, if I draw a land now, I can discard the land and draw 2 fresh cards. Also, this thing is now a 4-2. I was gonna say, so they might not attack with both. Okay, I'll trade for the Nautilus now. Hey, that's cool. Pop one of these. See if we hit a land. This thing's gonna be a 3-2 definitely. 4-2 maybe. If I want it to be. Or 4-3 rather. Knocks them down to 6. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay. Let's keep buffing this thing up. Because now it's a 2-turn air clock by itself. Ah, and they got to circumvent the thing, too. Alright. Oh, that's a bold attack. Since they knew I was drawing the Wander Glyph and that it's an artifact here. Alright. Oh. I was gonna say, they're pot committed to killing the 2-2 here, so... So this thing currently costs 2 extra, so they can do it for 4. I have cards that will just basically outright kill them here, so we just need to find one of them. We have the lattice to rebuy the draw if we hit a land, so... Okay. Oh, they bought it back again, and they got a free card. Okay. They're at 3. They're down to 2. So if they can't kill this, they're just dead on board. Or kill me. Which they need to find 5 extra damage to do. Hopefully the other cards in their hand are bricks and they just have to cast that thing. And now they cast that and it'll flip over. Oh, no, they just killed me. Right, they had enough mana to flip the iceberg. Alright, so I could not win that game then unless I cascaded into something that won me the game. Ah, that's disappointing. I did not think of that, but yeah, they were going to be able... Or no, did they play the... They played the needle that turn, so I didn't know about it. Never mind. I didn't know they were going to be able to flip their iceberg and give it haste in the same turn. Ah, well. But yeah, they could add 8 points of damage that turn, or whatever number I said. I mean, yes. Like, they can have stuff, but they're going to need it. Because this is going to tear them to shreds real quick if I hit my 4th land on time. And I got lots of extra looks at it. The only thing that hurts is that they're going first. That's literally the only thing that's stopping me from just winning, I think. Like, just overwhelming them. Oh, my 1/1 flyer for 1 has broken my opponent's brain. They have no idea how to proceed from this. Okay. They've decided land is the best place to start. Makes sense. Petrify to 1/1. Okay. Well, they can take Caverns of Ixalan and leave me with Idol of the Deep King to kill their bat. Pretty sure if they don't have a removal spell for... Yeah, they're going to take him. Okay, cool. Alright, well, first we attack for 1, because we're going to do that. And then we're going to kill the bat. Bye, bat. Well, if they tap out for anything that doesn't kill Sunshot Militia, I get to deal them 8. That's basically tapping out. Alright, I'm down. Alright, opponent. Here we go. You have this turn to stop Ixalan from murdering your face. Good luck with that. I mean, there are cards, like, it's not unreasonable for them to be able to stop him, but even if they do, like, that just shaved almost half their life total, technically half rounded down, off by just coming into play this turn, so... Okay. I mean, that still isn't enough to save them by itself, Because I'm just going to take the 2, they gain 2. I play the Wanderglyph out. Activate this, go 1, 2. Activate this, go 1, 2. Actually, yeah. And then activate this and go 1, 2. I'll decline, thanks. Alright! Well, 2 wins, 2 more to go, and I will consider the deck a success. At least 1 more, it won't be a complete disaster. I mean, the deck seems really solid. If the opponent that we lost to hadn't have top decked the Needle, I've been okay. Yo, I saw, like, the red, and I was like, that's not him, is it? And it's like, no, it's not. Alright. This hand is weak, but probably can do stuff, especially if we draw certain things. That's not one of them. So Mountain. Probably just running out Militia here. Alright. That kind of forces them to spend their turn equipping, but still not great for me. We do have 2 artifacts now, so I can do things with the dowsing device. Eventually, technically 3 artifacts, but that thing's nowhere near castable. So I can push damage with the device at least, because they're going to spend most of their turn equipping here. And not having a land? Okay. Yeah, play 2, 3. They kept a really aggressive hand. The next turn I can play the device and the... Oh no, I need a land for that. I was going to say the device and the Needle. Found their 3rd land. Their 4th land, functionally. Alright. See if I can get my 4th land. Alright, so... Yeah, we're gonna cycle that. Mountain. Mountain. That's the device. That. Get them for 4. Because next turn, they'll attack me for 3, and I'll have the Needle to lock down one of their creatures. Oh, it's Aquapockle. Hi, Aquapockle. How are you? Alright, so we lock down Aquapockle. So we want to buff. Doesn't really matter. Tap her. That's 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think we just need to hit the land now. Discard this Militia. 2, miss the land. Okay. Take 3. It's the turn back. Yeah, I was kind of afraid of that. So that gets to turn their thing into a 3/3 now and attack me for 6. We get another one in their hand. Yeah, I think we've lost this one. It was close, but... The removal spell plus Tan here is just going to be too much for me. Like, I can bounce him, but they'll have lethal next turn. So... I can't really do any serious damage to them in the meantime. Or 2... I can't really threaten lethal either is the problem. I'm a mana short of doing anything else realistically here, so yeah, I think this is just going to be our second loss. Right, because that'll be 5 without him. Alright, we have to hope that they mess up here. I don't think that they can, but... Okay. Okay. Putting it on him. I might have messed up by not dealing them a point of damage, actually. That might have been where I messed up here. So we blunder... bigger one back to their hand. Block there. That does nothing. This is not going to be a creature. Yeah, did I mess up by not dealing them a point of damage with the 1/3? I might have, because this is 3 to activate, so 1, 2, 3, and then I have one mana left over instead of 2 to cast him to deal them the damage here. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow. Hang on. The 1, 2, and then 1, 2, yeah. Oh, that makes me so sad that I punted this game. Yeah, that would have done it. Because we could have activated this first, and that would have been 8, or that would have been 7 damage, and then they would have died. Oh, that sucks so much. If I had have tapped these 2 artifacts to deal them a point of damage first, I would have won that game. I got so focused on how dead I was that I missed that I was actually still alive, and I'd get one more turn. That's on me. Oh, that's on me and it sucks. I missed 1 point of damage and that cost me the entire game. Now I've got a sketchy keep or mulligan. I think this is a mulligan. Do better. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, we still have Saheeli's Lattice. We're fine. Hey. Scallywag first against red-green. Probably still. Alright. Putting him down. Don't think he's getting through, but maybe. Nope, never mind, never getting through, because that just cascaded into a 2-3. Sure. No, this is fine. Whatever. Alright, Scallywag. Like to trade for my 2-1 with your 3-2? Yeah? Okay, cool. Hey. You battlefield. I don't want to bounce anything they currently have, and I kind of need more mana, so... would have been nice if that made a treasure there, because I kind of need more mana. Hey. I now have a 3-3 to theoretically hold off their 2-3. Their 3-2 and their 1-1 can still rumble, but that's okay. Really? Alright. What you got? Okay. That was gonna get me again, like, eventually anyway, so... got them to use it. Can you stop having bombs now? Like, that thing's already bad enough. Now they've got the 3-4. Yeah, I'm gonna lose this game because I can't beat the 3-4. And I'd have nothing to get it out of my way either to get the 1-3 flyer going. I can't even, like, attack and sea shanty this thing down now because they hit a spell. Alright, let's conjure a 1-3 onto the battlefield then. Yeah, it would be nice if I could actually win this game, but I can't. That's frustrating as hell. 3, 4, 5. They're 1 mana off of just casting a 7-7. And 2 mana off of when that 7-7 dies. In the meantime, they can just make their thing giant too. Alright, it does other stuff. Why shouldn't it? I am so impossibly dead here. Okay, so we're probably gonna have to sea shanty down the 1-1 Death Toucher and take them off of a land for a turn, but... especially if they don't crack their map here. They're thinking about cracking their map here, and it's like, sure, do it. Why not? I guess I don't have to do that yet. Okay, let's see what I draw first. Mighty Cogwork Wrestler on this board. Seems legit to me. So yeah, we have to take them off of the dinosaur, because they don't have double green either. So... Alright, let's try and grow him, actually. Yep, and throw that in the graveyard. Alright, pass the turn. Alright. It's basically the end of the game, because now I have to... Oh, never mind, now it has Trample. I was going to say I have to flash that in to chump that, but yeah. Now it just has Trample, and they get another spell, so... this was definitely the worst draft of the day. Oh, and they have that thing, too. Okay, I can concede now. I'm, like, 10 million... whatever unit of measure you want to use behind what my opponent's done so far, so... That's my third loss, right? Because I punted that one game. So this is on me. Like, I had the ability to win that one game, and I missed a point of damage. Because I got too caught up in how I was losing that game to actually win it. Alright, well, I'm done for today. But it's not really Alchemy's fault this time, so... We'll probably play another one next time, but we'll save that for then. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you then. Have a good rest of your day.